Driving. Some of us like it, some of us hate it. I'd like to consider myself one of those people that thoroughly enjoy driving. I like to listen to whatever kind of music I like, whether it's rap, R&B, hip-hop, just kind of whatever I'm feeling that day. But driving can be really dangerous too. Did you guys know that there are 1 million car accidents that is like drug abuse or alcohol related, just strictly car accidents a year? And it's crazy to me that I could have been one of those people that have died in those accidents. This is my story. So it was a wonderful, very cloudy spring day. It was in Carolina Rebellion. It was in town. So if any of you guys are in the Harrisburg or in the Concord area, you guys know that traffic was absolutely crazy. I happened to be a little late for work, so the patience was very low that day. And I just so happened to get behind a moped on a road that is 45 miles an hour. So I don't know if you guys know, mopeds, like their max speed is literally like 30 miles an hour pretty much. So I start getting very frustrated, and I pretty much start saying anything that you can think of in the book. If he would have heard that, I probably would have ended up in jail, to be honest. So we get to this like long road, and eventually it is a part for me to pass. So there's a truck in front of me, and then there's a moped in front of me, and then on my way to get over, the truck gets over in front of me, and so I get behind him, and we start to pass this moped. The truck gets over safely, but unfortunately there happens to be a car coming in the oncoming traffic. So I have like two options. It's either I speed up and gas it and try to get over in front of the truck at this point, or I slow down and get back over. I don't know what I was thinking in my brain, but I basically, I gassed it. So I am speeding up. I eventually got to like 75 miles an hour, and I could quite literally describe what this girl looked like in her car. She had like brown curly hair, she had blue eyes, she was wearing a ball cap, and she had a coffee in her hand while she was driving. And at that point, it was like life or death for me. So I pretty much like closed my eyes and pulled the steering wheel as hard as I could to the right, hopefully that I made it over. After this happens, I do make it over safely. I don't know how. My heart was like beating super fast. My hands like hurt from how tight I was clenching the wheel, and it was probably the scariest moment that I've ever had in my entire life. I get to this, eventually I get to work late, like 15 minutes, so not too big of a deal. But when I walked up to the front where my department was located, I get asked by one of my supervisors if everything was okay, because I look a little shook. And I just happened to smirk and say, "Wow, do I have a story for you?"